Have you ever wanted to know what kind of bread you are, or if a website could guess your age based on your favorite colors? Well, I have the place for you. It is none other than Buzzfeed quizzes. I'm Rose Confetti and I went to university in the mid-2010s, which was exactly when Buzzfeed quizzes started popping off. And let me tell you, I knew at the time these quizzes were definitely aimed at people younger than I was. However, they were such a fun way to bond with like your new on-campus friends and procrastinate for literally hours at a time. Like this was a time where Facebook was still a popular social media for young people and Buzzfeed quizzes were all over Facebook. You were sharing your results, you were sending them to friends, like it was a time to be alive. Buzzfeed started making these quizzes in 2013 and I was a first year university student in 2014. So when I say I know these intimately, like I really mean it. Along with the quizzes, something that I remember so distinctly from this time is how many listicles they used to do. I'm sure they used to do them, but this was where listicles were born, at least in, my circles of friends and amongst all the content that I was consuming. If you've never heard of a listicle like called that before, they're essentially those like articles where it's just a list of 10 things only dog owners know, or 99 different words to call your, thinking of what I can say, chest. This is legitimately a listicle that I saw on Buzzfeed. As someone who has worked in the media, listicles both like delight and horrify me because there's like three things to them that I think about. They are lazy, like they're really easy content to make. They're incredibly repeatable. You can do hundreds and hundreds of these. And alongside that, they are really quick to make. So like those things I hate. I hate because it's like, what is this content? But also gotta respect it. Like that is such a great thing to keep churning out if it's getting views. So I both love and hate listicles. But anyway, quizzes were where it was at in 2014. I found a post from Buzzfeed themselves that says in 2014, they published over 7,000 quizzes. That is so many. And you can bet all of them were probably completed by like some teenager late at night with their friends. Articles from the time seemed to reference this one big quiz that kind of like blew up viral and was what gave Buzzfeed their name for making quizzes. And that was the which city should you live in quiz. This is so boring to me. Like, why was that the quiz that everyone enjoyed? I guess maybe because of the time, like 2014, I feel like there was a sense of optimism amongst millennials. The world kind of felt like a place that they could explore. So maybe this quiz was popular because, I don't know, millennials were like, yes, let's let the quiz decide where I should live so I don't have to make these decisions, like #adulting. So bad. So bad. It was a time though, and it was like a fun time to be a part of. I did read an article with a staff writer who basically said that they noticed that the quizzes had quite a long tail of people still doing them. So they might have published something 6 months ago, but they were still popular 6 months later. People were still sharing them. And so they noticed that, and then a couple of their quizzes went viral and they were like, let's do more of these, and everyone started doing them. And to be honest, they are really similar to what was in magazines when I was growing up. I'm sure they're still in magazines now, but in the early 2000s when we were buying much more like teen girl magazines or even like young women magazines, there would always be like a silly little quiz. So I imagine replicating those and getting creative with it was probably something quite natural to the writers, but this is just like my observation as someone who lived through that time. And like I said, at the time, Facebook was such a big thing. Like you would send these quizzes to friends, you might post your results on your feed, like it was a whole thing. So it was definitely a time where if you could make really shareable content, it actually had the potential to blow up and get really big all across the world. So for nostalgia's sake, let's do some of these quizzes. We've got to start with the most classic Buzzfeed quiz, in my opinion. What food matches your personality? God, you're such a burrito. No. Let's not bring back millennial humor. This was from 2014. So this is a time. All right, what food matches my personality? Oh, the text and the style of this is just so 2014. Like nothing about it is neat and tidy. None of it's aesthetic. This green is ugly, but it felt modern. It felt great. All right, let's get into it. What were you like in high school? Ooh, messy, regular, I guess. Class clown, sporty, troublemaker, popular, overachiever, nerdy, not cool. I'm really revealing some things about myself here. All right, I'm gonna say nerdy. Honestly, I liked school. I liked learning stuff. Sue me. All right, how do you spend your free time? Really going for it. Going for what? Chilling, partying, being cool as hell. I don't like that. Weird, dangerous stuff. Reading. Ooh, word I can't say. I'm gonna cover that one up. Pranks or sport games. Where's watching Drag Race? We're going to go reading. Pick a celebrity. Okay, what celebrities were we excited about in 2014? Oh, we got a Drake. Not going to be Drake. Justin Timberlake, Abraham Lincoln, Benedict Cumberbatch, Rihanna, Jennifer Lawrence, Miley Cyrus, Ryan Gosling, and Beyonce. I've got to go Jennifer Lawrence. Like, if they're talking 2014, she was my queen. All right. Which best describes you? Goofy, boring, super fun, cool, YOLO-y, sophisticated, hot, nerdy, ridic. I'm assuming they mean ridiculous. I remember doing these quizzes and like really feeling judged when I would have to pick something to describe myself in front of my friends. Like, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. Which one do you guys think? Like, it felt so embarrassing to be like, yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm goofy. I'm really funny, don't you know? Like, it was just not good. But this is a safe space, so I'm going to go with which best describes you. We're going to go cool. I'm going to go with cool. That's what I would want for myself in 2014. All right, pick a baby animal. Love that. All right, pigs, ducks, sloth. I met a sloth once, fun fact. I don't know. I'm going to have to go with this little polar bear. So cute. All right, describe your personal style. Non-existent, classic, damn stylish, minimalist, vintage, trendy, another word I can't say. BuzzFeed, I swear sometimes they would just try to be like a little bit edgy just to prove they weren't for kids. I don't know. It's a weird choice. Practical or sloppy. I'm going to go with vintage. Which of these annoyances is worse? PDA, slow internet, bad high five, weird smell, wet socks, so hungry, awkward hug, no pink starbursts, cat doesn't like you. This is 2014, along with like the mint green. So 2014. All right. I hate an awkward hug. You know what? Yeah. I don't need to be hugged by everyone I see. I just don't. All right. You're stuck on a desert island. What do you want with you? Hot people. All right. Big help sign. That would be helpful. Full service bar, sunscreen, dolphin army, big floppy hat, a boat, a good book, scuba gear, deserted island. I mean, sunscreen. UV be getting ya. Oh, pick a song. I mean, I've got to go Beyonce, don't I? All right, I'm pizza. Effortlessly cool. Is that just because I selected cool? I don't know. You have very few enemies. Good. And some people have strong opinions about you. Name them, BuzzFeed, I need to know. That's okay, you're flawless. I feel like by picking pizza and Beyonce, that generated my answer, but who am I to argue with the BuzzFeed gods? Quiz number 2, this is from 2016. We've got, can we guess when you'll get married based on your food preferences? Now this one will be interesting for me. I've been in a relationship for 5 years. We have a house and a dog together. You know, I'd love to know when we're getting married. This is something we've talked about, but when will there be wedding bells? Well, I hope this can tell me. All right, pick a dinner. We've got chicken curry, pad thai, spaghetti and meatballs, enchiladas, chili, steak and fries. Let's go pad thai. Pick a fruit. I'm assuming this isn't for the wedding, but okay, let's pick a fruit. Oh, easy. Mango is best fruit. Pick a fast food. We've got pizza, burger, hot dog, fried chicken, tacos, and fish and chips. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? Reading these out loud is reminding me how we used to do these quizzes when I was at university. I would sit on the floor of like my friend's room at uni, like I lived at residential college, and I would like call out all the options, almost like I was reading an old magazine or something. And this is just, giving me nostalgia. Honestly, that was a pretty great way to spend a night at the time. Anyway, favorite fast food, I'm gonna go with tacos. Pick a cake. Ooh, I think I've got to go with a cheesecake. Pick a carb. Let's go with curly fries. Pick a muffin. Why a muffin? We've got double chocolate, chocolate chip, banana, blueberry, lemon and poppy seed, or apple. Well, I already had a blueberry muffin today. Let's go with that. 51. My partner will be stoked. There's no rush. We're not getting married till we're 51 now. I would hope at 51, after being together for 30 odd years at that point, that I would be certain that they are the one for me. Who knows? Stay tuned. See if it's 51 before I get married. eventually, BuzzFeed introduced a way for you, the consumer, to make your own quizzes. That went on for a few years, but then when I started looking at BuzzFeed quizzes for this video in particular, believe it or not, I'm not just sitting there Googling BuzzFeed quizzes like every single day. I saw that they now use AI to make some of their quizzes. But I have to admit, this does make me a little bit sad. Like, there was something so charming about picturing a staff writer writing up these quizzes and like putting their personality and thoughts into it. So it does make me a little bit sad. They're called infinity quizzes, and according to BuzzFeed in 2023, they're built using BuzzFeed content, audience content, and OpenAI. In the post, they also referred to the AI as Buzzy the robot, which, like, I'm not here for. Like, let's not anthropomorphize the AI. Let's not get it confused with like an actual person. I do fear that given the slop of BuzzFeed quizzes going into AI slop, I'm a bit like, what is this going to be like? But anyway, I wanted to test out one of these quizzes to see what it's like. I should also add that the article says staff are still well and truly involved, so I don't know how much of this quiz is entirely made from AI, but let's give it a go. Nonetheless, I want to see what the AI quizzes are like now. Okay, looking at the infinity quizzes, I was obviously drawn to this one. This AI quiz will describe a date with your celeb crush in excruciating detail. I hope not too much detail, because I will have to remove this from the video if it goes into too much detail, but let's find out. Ever wondered what it would be like to go out with your favorite famous person? Worry no more, because this quiz, enhanced with the power of AI, will write all the juicy details about a date between you and your celeb crush after you answer the questions below. Ready? You know what? Yeah. All right, what's my first name? Rose. How would I describe myself in one word? Quirky. Does anyone else hate the idea of calling yourself quirky? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I want a fanfic that gives me like messy bun quirky girl vibes. All right, my celebrity crush. I've been watching Drag Race All Stars, so let's go with Lydia. Lydia B. Collins. I'm sorry, I'm not recognizing the Brooks name just yet. What is my favorite kind of food? Sweets. What kind of zodiac sign do you have? I am a water sign. Where was your first job? Is this just stealing my information? Is it just trying to find out what the passwords are to my accounts? That's fine. I was an umpire. I was a netball umpire, which if you're from the US, you can have not much idea what that is, I assume. It's like basketball, but like slower and easier. What are you most likely to ask someone on a first date? All right, we've got, what do you want most out of life? What is the first memory you can recall? What is your most controversial opinion? I mean, that can really weed out some people. Can I borrow $2,000? Get it. So, are we getting married or what? Now, although can I borrow $2,000 sounds like a great option, I feel like I'm going to go with, so we're getting married or what? You know what? I'm going to rush. And finally, who is the first person you call or text after your date with your celebrity crush? Let's go with my mum. She's always supportive of me. Let's go on my dream date. All right, so Buzzy is thinking, don't worry, robots think quickly. And by quickly, we mean in about 15 seconds. Let's see if that's true. This for me isn't feeling much like a BuzzFeed quiz. Like, I want an instant answer. I want to see it come up and be like annoyed that I didn't get what I wanted. And I have to say, this is already taking longer than 15 seconds. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Oh my gosh. I don't get to go on my dream date. What does that even mean? That's so disappointing. When I think about BuzzFeed quizzes, I'm filled with such nostalgia. Like, the topics that they're talking about, the shows that they're referencing, the humor, even the style of the quizzes are all very mid-2010s. So at this point, I know we've tried an AI quiz. I want to look at the regular quizzes. I don't know if they actually have AI in them, they might, and see what 2025 trends are like being written about in BuzzFeed quizzes. So let's just have a look at the BuzzFeed quizzes tab. Tackle a standard high school maths question will predict which sunny angel you're going to get next. Sure. Get through a day in an Australian high school and we'll reveal if you've got a sunny angel energy or Smisky aura. I mean, that's got me written all over it. All right, let's do it. So this one came out in 2024. Which subject are you doing BuzzFeed quizzes in the back of? English, maths, visual arts. I don't even know what that is. Something theory, biology. Ooh, probably in the back of English. Your mum only gave you a packet of uncooked instant noodles for lunch. What are you going to do? I mean, eat them. Sprinkle the flavour packet on the dry noodles and crunch away. Delicious. Ask the canteen for hot water and cook the noodles. Swap it with someone else for lunch. Get food delivered to the school gate. I mean, I could not do that when I was at school. I don't even think there is food delivery apps in my hometown. Anyway, I would eat them dry. Crunchy, crunchy. Love it. What are you doing to subtly spice up your school uniform without getting detention? I did get told off once at school, and it was so silly. I was wearing my normal uniform, which was somewhat strict, like pretty normal Catholic school uniform thing, and I had a white flower headband. It was 2011, so like, use your imagination. So I was allowed to wear white hair accessories, red hair accessories, black or green, because they were the school colours, and the teacher still told me off. And to this day, still bothers me. As previously mentioned, did not get in trouble much, was much more concerned about learning things because I liked learning things, and that just like irrationally bothered me that my cute little headband, my Blair Waldorf moment, was ruined by this teacher. Anyway, all right, what am I doing to not get in trouble? Probably wearing sneakers instead of school shoes. Like, I feel like I would be the kind of kid that would wear Docs at school now. All right, we have a substitute teacher for last period. What are you going to convince them to let you do? Watch a movie, have a lesson outside, tell personal stories about their life. Loved that. Loved a bit of teacher gossip. Try and set them up with the teacher next door. That's creepy. Go to the library to do research or play Kahoot with the whole class. Again, aging myself, but we were not playing Kahoot. I would probably want to have the lesson outside. Loved a bit of outside time. What did your grade just get told off for at the school assembly? I mean, someone's leaving food in the toilets, you're making the young grades cry, noisy, group chat got leaked. I'm going to go with group chat got leaked. I feel like the gossip would have gotten people in trouble. And finally, where are we going to hang out after school? I'm going to say fast food restaurant because it was classic to go to Macca's at my school. Yay, Smiskies! I mean, I have mostly Sunny Angels, but I love them both. I mean, that's kind of cute. I'm not mad at that quiz. It makes no sense. Not mad at it. It feels very 2020s. Okay, that is absolutely enough BuzzFeed for one day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am still a new creator, so if you liked this video, please like, subscribe, comment, all of that kind of stuff because it really does help me out. And I would love to know, do you have a favorite BuzzFeed quiz? Do you have one I should do? We can like share a few with each other in the comments. I want to know what kind of bread you are. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another video sometime soon. Bye.